Should also actually go into our auto pickup and formally resign from the rock picking business. We do not need stones, thank you very much. Let's stop wasting our time with that, shall we? It's weird. Why do I always have inventory problems when I'm constantly picking up trash? Something just doesn't make sense. Did we take will or no scrolls? We took willpower. Who needs it? That's what we're always saying. It's not like it's something that we're constantly and consistently struggling against for entire runs. Nah, of course not. So we find the Cloak of Poison Resistance, so yet again another source of poison resistance. Manual of Polearms could be potentially useful, but not necessarily what we're looking for right now. And then the gold pieces. If we can find a decent shop, doubling our gold might do the business. So I'm probably most leaning towards the Cloak of Poison Resistance. We could get rid of our invisibility scarf. We could switch over our armor to the fire resistance plate. That might be nice. As well as being able to potentially get rid of our poison branded reflect and free up one of those ever so precious inventory slots. Yes, be God. Wouldn't that be beautiful? So you know what, let's just do it. I may want this money right away and I'll regret this, but we don't regret every decision we make in life, then what are we even doing here? Perfect. Poll 27, fight 27, Rue's calling us. I'm sorry to not heed the call. Because that is a great point. We could have gone for just maxing out skills. The fighting, I actually stand behind, and we might even see that moving forward here. The polearms definitely gives us less of an advantage, but sometimes you gotta accept that for some flavor. Unfortunately, we've moved on. But we'll change over to our armor, and would you look at that outfit? Definitely coming together here. Looking pretty nice. We got the dark hues of blue, the nice cobalts. Looking all matchy-matchy. Fantastic stuff. Slightly worried about this fight, but as long as we can kill you before we get corroded, beautiful. We'll be a-okay. Fantastic work. And let's continue exploring this dungeon, shall we? Again, all things considered, we've definitely had a relatively solid start to the run here. Nothing too scary has been popping up. Very fortunate in many regards here. Oh, my centaur friend, I honestly just feel kind of bad for you, but it is what it is. Ooh. And we were just talking about wanting to find a potential beautiful shop. Heavily runed chainmail, I think I'll buy right away. And hopefully, it's like plus 11, gives fire resistance, cold resistance, electricity resistance, one of everything maybe? That'd be kind of sweet. The plus 5 chainmail of Philately. I read that as Phil lately. That's not right. Minus cast. That's not bad. We don't do that anyway. 2 pips of fire resistance, so just better version of what we're currently wearing. An evocable blink. Huh. AC remains unchanged. I mean, we're not casting it anyway. Unfortunately, we were just praising our outfit here, and I think this will be like the solid gold, maybe the gold and red. Hopefully it doesn't clash too much. We'll have to see going forward. What do I even draw? I'm like scanning over everything. Right, this can go for now. We don't need that amulet at all times. Change out. I mean, still a decent fit, honestly. The cloak no longer matches quite as well with the armor piece, but the red does bring out the burgundy shoes that we've been wearing this whole time. And hey, gold just never goes out of style in the dungeon. Always looking fine and fancy in our plate gold. Can't complain about that. So let's, geez Louise, immediately regret our decisions by making some mistakes and get the heck out of there. Just tried to hold down tab against the summoner. That's definitely a mistake. Let's not do that again. Let's instead just blast you, shall we? Let's not fool around. Just use an evocable. Again, not at all a hypocrite, but let's just use an evocable to solve all life's problems. Seems to work fantastic. And the Preserver's more of a pain in the butt than actually dangerous. Beautiful. Hopefully none of these other doors open. Couldn't really deal with the torrential downpour of critters. Where are you? Oh, they hit us and got infected by Corona. Oh my gosh, it's a miracle. Oh wait, and then it just ran out, didn't they? Gosh darn it. Swing at nothing? Ah, there we go. Man, we should have taken no stealth because there's no chance that anyone's gonna miss us in the orange armor. One step ahead of you, we did take no stealth, so we planned for the future. We knew the day would come where we wear something gaudy enough to make it completely impossible for our attraction to not be pulled. We were just thinking ahead at the time when we sacrificed that. No risk whatsoever. It's honestly just free piety estate. That was definitely a joke that worked better in my head than out loud, but let's just roll past it, shall we? And beautiful. This truly was the dungeon of the Cyclops today. Running into far too many of those bad boys. Not that it's a huge issue, it's at least manageable with our character as is, so that's always good. And back to the dungeon we go. Want to be slightly worried about barbs here, and in fact if we can separate the green slimes, that works out for me. Beautiful. Trading off stealth as a heavy melee definitely feels like today I don't want to have to bother with this, thanks for the excuse than a full sacrifice. Hey, careful how loudly you say that. We don't want to give Rue any ideas now. You left a free beauty estate? Beautiful, okay. I'm not a complete failure then at the very least. I appreciate it. Thank you, thank you. Sometimes you gotta say the jokes, even if they're old dead memes. And if it doesn't quite work out exactly as intended, you miss 100% of the shots you don't take, right? Albert Einstein always said that. That awesome, another ring of willpower. So we sacrificed will. If only we could wear 3 rings, then we wouldn't have any problems in life, and it would be another completely nothing sacrifice that we could breeze past. But actually thinking about sacrifices like that, it definitely, giving up any of the spellcasting ones or the stealth as a full like heavy melee character definitely has the energy of like, oh no, don't make me oh no, that's so terrible, oh Rue. Secretly smirking and looking out for a camera, or 2 camera. Oh my gosh. Hello, centaurs? Definitely shouldn't be too bad against you. Ah, petrification. So, sure, we could just let ourselves be petrified, or is this the one time that we actually use draw out power appropriately? I refuse your petrification and replace it with our own. Beautiful. Absolutely fantastic. Now we have to kill the basilisk before they just do the same thing again, but good work. In fact, we just need to poison everyone enough that even when we turn to stone, they all die. Slow and painful deaths. Beautiful. Oh, jeez. Hello. I didn't see you there. Fortunately, not a big deal. Beautiful. Real talk, we need a weapon. We've been rocking the spear since D2. Right? The Venom brand isn't really doing us any favors these days. The spear itself is not. Much rather have a trident at the very least. Don't get me wrong. I'll see you there. But new sacrifices, so let's just roll past that and remember it in the brink of the moment when we're in danger in the future. So we can sacrifice drink. I'm guessing that's self-evident. Can't drink potions. Sacrifice skill. Do we lose like aptitudes? Or something like that? Or sacrifice courage, which I believe makes us lose, like get a negative slaying bonus around strong monsters. Let's take a look. Causing you to become terrified of dangerous monsters. Such monsters fill you with horror, which reduces the power of your spells and your ability to hit and damage monsters in combat. Okay, so that's definitely interesting. Very likely to come up against many fearsome monsters as we move on. We already have a sacrifice to our accuracy thanks to taking out one of our eyes. So that's interesting. For skill, causes all of our skill aptitudes to decrease by 1. And this will likely cause you to lose ranks in trained skills as well. It is a major sacrifice, and we'd be at full piety though. So that's pretty sweet. All of our abilities would be at max power. I don't think piety can ever degrade, so this would be our last sacrifice if we choose to take it. We choose to accept it. Accept it. There we go. I can talk, I swear. As well as, oh, the sacrifice is the ability to drink potions while threatened, not in general. Still rough, because when threatened is when I do the majority of my potion drinking personally. Okie dokie. So sacrificing skill, evocations would still be nice and trainable. Honestly, nothing's too bad in terms of aptitudes on a Demonspawn here. Let's do it. We might have to do some cleanup in the back end to make sure we bring polearms back up to min delay, shields, etc, etc. Let's do it. Last sacrifice of the game. Thank you for everything you do here, Rue. Rue indicates that your awakening is complete. We've been awakened, our third eye is open, and we can now see the world for what it truly is. Beautiful. Shields lost 2 skills, polearms and fighting each lost 1. Interesting. So, polearms, back up to 12, please and thank you. Fighting, back up to 12. I guess we could probably hold off on that one for a bit if we so desired, but that's fine. Shields will be back up to 15. Throwing can just go off for now. In the future, though, let's bring you to 12. Evocation stays on. Beautiful. Hopefully it doesn't take us too long to catch back up in most regards there. Jeez Louise. Yeah, we probably do want to go to the stair. It's gonna be scary. Oh, never mind. Everyone will push and shove and block each other from chasing us down, so we just have the 8-headed Hydra. Still slightly scary, but this is doable for sure. Paralyzing you is 40% chance. Oh, the one time it doesn't work. We've been so lucky recently. Maybe twice? No, and let's stop being risky about it too, shall we? Take some steps back here. Maybe blast you with some ice. Might even slow you down or kill you. That works for me too. Fantastic. Oh geez, I have a hair that I think is just constantly itching the bottom of my nose. Not great. Oops, let's head back to that stairs though, shall we? Oh, what if we just apocalypsed our way out of things? Oh right, apocalypse exists. This is why I should not try out new gods like Rue. I'm making all the sacrifices, going through all the motions, just to forget that the majority of my skills even exist. It's perfect. Flawless plan. Oh, excuse me, sir? Did you die? No. You got confused and ran? Maybe? Now you're dead. There we go. Life makes sense again as we reflect their arrows back into them. Fantastic. Boulder Beetles, one of the few monsters that our current sphere is actually good at. Ooh. And we get another demonic mutation. We feel devilish. Interesting. Our hexes are more powerful. So is this our top tier one? I think this might be one of the new mutations. I at least don't recognize it. So let's maybe take a quick look. Oh, it's not. I just forgot about this one. This is the Black Mark mutation. Thanks again. Shout out to the wiki for helping me with quick answers here. So at first we get more powerful hexes, but then our melee attacks gain a debilitation effect. So that might be nice. We'll just be applying status effects left and right on all our enemies. And we can also eventually get an aura of silence, which is pretty spectacular here. Because I think it's just all of our surrounding. Huh. Wild. Does it work with Rue curses? Right, I don't know if that makes these hexes, like this hexes are more powerful. I don't know if it will apply there. I feel like that might just be a spell power buff there. Would be cool if it made all of our status effects inflict in a stronger way, but regardless, we will still be laying down a whole bunch of those as soon as we get the second tier of that upgrade, so that's pretty awesome. Another ID scroll. We're almost through all of our unidentified potions here. Let's get in there at the very least. Hello, friends. Paralyzing you. Very cool. That worked out. The rest of you should be a little bit more straightforward here. Even the Hydra Pal themselves. Beautiful. 8-headed Hydra, we know from experience now that we might have to walk away. But beautiful. Don't have to in this situation. Oh, Skeletal Warrior. Maybe should have thought for a moment before immediately engaging with you. But that's fine. Get some lucky rolls here. Maybe make you step into fire. At least get some free pokes in while you refuse to step in said fire. That also works for me. What's your max? 25 damage plus your flail. Shouldn't be in lethal. Now it's pretty dang close to lethal, but we managed to get in the final hit there. Beautiful. It'd be nice if we got a new weapon that wasn't Thicky Sticky Toothpick. Yes, yes. No, we definitely need to upgrade here. The reverse medicine stick did fantastic for us up until now, but definitely largely starting to fall off. Fortunately, we do just have to make it through a little bit more here, and then we'll probably head towards shoals, and it's very likely that we'll be able to pick up a new implement of minor destruction there. What else have you got for me in these little special chambers? Ooh, wolf spider's kind of scary, but never mind. We just poison them and we're totally fine. You blind yourself, which is good because you're actually very scary. In fact, let's draw out power. Then let's go made for the paralysis, 40% chance. That's not bad. Let's try it again even. Last charge of paralysis. Beautiful, never a doubt in my mind. First try. We'll definitely read the ID scroll immediately. Get some more potions sorted. Fantastic. Looked like there was a Bogart in this final room, correct? Wasn't fully paying attention, but I think I saw the flash of yellow. Hello, friend. We should be able to take you out very quickly, in fact. Beautiful. And there we go. We won't even go down to D15. I think we'll hold off on the potential scary depths entrance for just the time being. And let's instead make a decision. We can either go to Orc or to Shoals. And either way, we're very likely to find a better weapon. Orc is slightly more manageable, so maybe we want to start there. Then Shoals, we can at least, poke our heads in, do the usual little toe dip. Temperature test. See how it goes. For now, let's start at Orc. Somewhere a bit more straightforward, generally at least. Should be able to tap through this, and luckily our poison also paying good dividends throughout this area. So we get teleported. Not great, but we should be fine to just lay down the hurt around us. We'll draw out power to get rid of the confuse, just because we can. Not necessarily the best move, or completely necessary in the first place. But it's a good reminder that we have that ability at our disposal, and what kind of situations we're able to use it in, Maybe if we keep using brain power, draw out power. If we keep using draw out power like this, one day we'll even remember to use Apocalypse in a fitting situation. Wouldn't that be a miracle? Using our deity abilities. Who would have thunk it? Let's mark magic mapping. There is a basic trident here, which we could just grab, brand, and upgrade if we were really desperate, but we'll wait for now. Demonic trident is definitely a bit more our speed. Do I want more ID scrolls? Yes, I can buy one. It's relatively cheap here. Let's just grab that. Get another potion. What potions have not been identified? A potion of experience for sure, and resistance. So this potion in our inventory is likely a resistance potion. Good to know. Don't really have to buy another ID scroll, though, to figure that out. Likely to find at least one more as we continue on here. Paralysis hitting the warrior was pretty fantastic there as well. Definitely saved us a lot of hurt, a lot of trouble. You believe Apocalypse is something you read about on the wiki? Think how sweet it'd be to use, play a Rue character, then always forget about it till you read about it in the wiki again 4 characters later? Exactly. Wait, how do you know my playstyle so well? Are you me from the future or something? Summed up exactly my my usual routine there. Ah, and there we go. We get paralyzed, which is not great. In fact, I'm gonna just read a teleport scroll here real quick. Get rid of the Necroxic before it mutates us like mad. You know what? We literally just read a joke about it. That's a time when Apocalypse might have been really useful, don't you think? Oh, I keep kidding about it, but I'm actually going to just forget that ability exists like this entire time, I'm sure. But beautiful, just teleport away until we get to the stairs. It's exactly as we intended, never a doubt in my mind. Let's reset that, shall we? Let's try this one last time. Maybe not teleported into the hot seat. That would be nice. But hello, friends. As soon as we get paralyzed once, we can start thinking about where we go in the future. I mean, this time around, it turns out that we'll actually just poison them all lethally and be totally okay. That's cool too. But here we go. Well, I'm only just surrounded by a dozen monsters. Apocalypse would be a waste, even though it costs nothing. Exactly. Honestly, it'd just be showing off. We wanna make sure that we beat them, tear the life from them with our own 2 hands, or at least, you know, our sticky pole. But let's try it out here, so that we maybe remember it sometime in the future. Let's use Apocalypse for the first time ever, and see just how much. Like, the max HP drain is 8 magic points, so we can only cast it once per combat. Is interesting. Ciao, hello, Prince Cosmos. Ciao to you as well. Hope you're having a fantastic day. Always nice to see some new faces around. But here we go. Apocalypse. Okay, we reveal the great annihilating truth to our foes, and it looks like the majority of things just die. Beautiful. It's definitely what we like to see here. As for whoever survives, let's just lead you on a little bit of a merry goose chase, shall we? Stairs are really useful for separating the priest from their summons, if that becomes necessary. You hear most people poop talk Rue, but bravo variety. Yeah, I'd never actually tried out Rue myself. I'd heard good things about Apocalypse specifically, but otherwise, I know that Rue's not one of the more commonly played deities at the very least. Plus, it was being mentioned just last Sunday how many changes are in the pipeline for Rue in the current version of Trunk, so I thought it was a good opportunity to maybe try out old Rue before they get nerfed a bit more. I'm honestly liking them a decent amount for my first time. I'm having a hard time remembering to actually use my skills actively, but still pretty sweet. You don't like Rue, but Rue's definitely strong. It's just that you're more likely to kill yourself with Rue sacrifices than without them. That's definitely fair. I feel like we definitely took it pretty easy here. Too confused to aim from our attacks. Could try and draw out power to get rid of the confuse, but I thought we'd be okay. What the heck? Oh, you have a Holy Wrath Sword. Oh, that explains it. Okay, let's not fight this buddy in close combat for sure. That almost one-shot us out of this existence. Rough. Stands and fights in corruption -16. Oh, don't worry, it'll get worse before it gets better. And getting good mutations, actually definitely interesting ones. You can do a quick retake on everything here. Claws for hands, not super useful for us. We ended up not taking the unarmed route here. But we have a decent number of synergies. We have the demonic aura that ignites spilled blood as well as powered by pain. So we're hoping to get high AC, high HP, and just be able to tank a lot of damage while dishing it back out in a sweet way. It's going alright so far. Definitely need to work on that defensive side of things. But otherwise, we got 30 bones or whatever this one is called, less encumbered by armor. Not my favorite, unfortunately, but it's okay. And Black Mark is definitely one of the more interesting ones. Also, oh, I did not realize. Bad time for a confuse. No kidding. Oh my gosh, I didn't even realize that we might be dead here. You're slowed. So maybe you'll be too slow to attack the same turn. Because I think I need to get rid of confusion. And then I just need to blink the heck out of here. Guess we're going armor. The only real option here for sure. Yeah, right. I'm hoping that drop power would heal us up enough. I don't think it would. If this buddy gets another swing in with the double or the great sword, Holy Wrath, oof, big oofs. I don't think we're gonna heal enough, but it's definitely our best bet here. Better than a curing potion for getting rid of that confusion. So let's drop power, cross our fingers. Okay, we're still alive. You're still slowed, so maybe I can actually just ditch you the old-fashioned way. We don't even have to go for the blink scroll, which is nice. Now let's stand on these stairs, and I'm gonna blast you. Definitely gonna blast you. And one more time. Okay, got a little too confident there. I thought for sure that we had that one in the bag. So we're back to running. They do give us a gap though, the absolute fools. Let's get greedy one more time. Try and kill you. Orc Knight dead. Okay, we did it. Oh boy. Then we can just get out of here, heal up the old-fashioned way. Fantastic. In fact, let's split you up a bit. I really wish we had a better spear than our current one, but it is what it is. We have a lot of drain to work up against here as well. Okay, paralysis definitely could have gone worse. Not too bad here. Anyway, to restore the lost max HP lost from Rue, I believe it is just a temporary drain. And so just gaining experience from killing monsters will eventually get rid of it. I'm hoping I'm not misunderstanding that. I guess max HP drain. Definitely, anyone in chat, if you know better than me, let me know if I've been unknowingly throwing health into the trash, but I think it's just a different wording on the normal drain, which is confusing, don't get me wrong. For the longest time, I refused to use evocable invisibility because I thought it would permanently reduce my maximum health, and it seemed really bad. Yeah, just normal drain, good to know. Her confidence is a slow and hilarious killer for sure. And is definitely a relatively common killer, I feel, in our runs. Jeez Louise, that hurt more than I thought it would. Bolt of Draining. So I think I want to keep the troll between us and that sorcerer as much as I possibly can here. Get up the stairs. Should be okay. Fantastic. But I feel like the overconfidence line is even more accurate to me as of late, because even our last run, last week, our poor Demonspawn, who was doing so well, and I had so many high hopes for, they like largely lost their life due to the fact that I was having too much fun riffing with everybody and kind of forgetting that this is a very serious game full of serious decisions, and one small moment of silliness like that is enough to get us killed with an inventory full of blink scrolls. So let's try not to repeat those events today while still having fun, because I believe that that's still an important part of it. I mean, hey, that's why we're here in the first place, right? Enjoy ourselves and have some fun. And also thank you so much, Prince Cosmo, for the follow. I appreciate it. Glad to have you around today. No happy, only gameplay. Fun not allowed. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Having too much fun again. Dang me and my proclivity for having fun. What a fool I must be. But yes, sir. Sorry, sir. No more fun. I promise. That was the last bit of fun. Those jokes. The rest of the stream, we're very, very serious gamers. Fantastic. Oh, didn't even realize there was an invisible buddy next to me. Should probably take care of you real quick. Beautiful. We gotta be nearing the end of the area here. It doesn't look like we got a new weapon, but I will have to do a quick find along the entire floor to see if we missed anything obvious that we should be using here. Definitely need to kill this high priest as soon as we possibly can, so at least get all the poison stacks going here. Poison is nice here because it just essentially negates the priest's healing ability, so that's pretty solid. Hello, friends. Also, I never did check where our willpower sat after the sacrifice. So that's with a ring of willpower. We're at 1 pip. That makes sense. It's a little bit rough, but it's honestly not as bad as it could otherwise be. Let's poison you a whole bunch. Get confused is not good. We could drop power again, but then we're really kind of playing with this drain effect, just constantly keeping ourselves short health. This time, I think I'm going to go for a curing potion. We have so many of them at disposal. It's not really a big deal. And then we just kill you the old-fashioned way. Beautiful. Absolutely fantastic. And there's the floor. So let's do Control F period. Make sure I didn't miss any magical tridents or anything lying around. It's a weird thing where I'd be disappointed in myself for missing it, but I'd also be really happy if I missed an incredible artifact trident or something. Not today, unfortunately. No dice, no such luck. So, what do we want to do now? We've gone up in blink scrolls thanks to the shop, so that's absolutely huge. We look back at this menu, so many brand weapon scrolls. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and we already left, I think, 2 upstairs. So now we definitely just need to get us a nice demon trident, and we should be set for whatever enchantment we want to end up with. Though I should be careful with that kind of language, because watch us just swap back and forth between fire and ice brands the entire time. Never get electrocution or vampiric. But for now, let us go to the beginning of Shoals, shall we? We'll most likely pop our head in and at least take a look. If we're lucky, find a nice early demon trident. Would be pretty sweet. Also, just realized that I've had my phone connected to my headphones this whole time, which fortunately worked out, but if I ever get a call on my phone, it interrupts our lovely music here. I wouldn't want that. Satyr, if you want to come up this way, that would be fantastic. We can even switch to our boomerangs. How's our throwing skill looking? Oh, right, we never turned it back on because we were trying to get back to where we started. Right. Compound with the fact that I occasionally forget that new drain effect no longer affects your skills at all. Just that max HP these days, eh? Okay, this should be manageable. I'm very concerned for Javelineer coming out of the woodwork, but we're okay. Unfortunately, just another normal spear, not exactly what we're looking for yet, but we'll get there. How much poison do I need to apply on you to get you lethal, friend? There we go, there's our answer. 3 ticks, that does it. Shoals with 0 willpower, bold move, Cotton. Hey, we're nothing if not a font for, I mean, bold is the nice way to put it. I would probably say stupid, but those are the types of moves we make, regardless of which direction you want to take it. No, we're in for a rough shot. What do you have? Rapier of Venom? Okay, we should be okay there. Let's maybe... For a moment I thought we had a tin of tremor stones, but we don't. So that's not relevant to what I was about to say. Let's use Flame Wand to get some fog. Okay, this was a mistake. For any of you who were potentially doubting that was a problem, that was a mistake. Especially, right, because we can't read scrolls right now. Okie dokie, so remember moments ago, just mere minutes ago, where I was talking about stupid decisions? Exhibit A, ladies and gentlemen, and everybody else. Exhibit A right here. So, draw out power would give us a heal. Potentially enough of a heal to get us out of here. I'm guessing it doesn't get rid of engulf. Oh, no, it doesn't. We can't even use it because of the engulf. Right. So, change of plan. You deal 22 damage. You deal 15 plus some change. If you throw Icicle or Primal Wave, we probably die. Oh, so close yet so far. Just double check. I can't read while holding my breath, right? Son of a gun. I knew it. I knew it, and it still hurts. Armor, Blink, and Pray. Vocable Blink is pretty likely to succeed. Interesting. So you have high range, so you're likely to launch something at us if we escape you. You, we'd hopefully just reflect back and kill you. We end up anywhere out here, it's gonna be sketchy. Down here is almost better in some ways. We get into unexplored territory, but the centaur might body block some shots. So yeah, we can't draw out power, unfortunately, because yeah, I was thinking the same thing, Safed. I was wondering if it cleared engulf, but of course we can't vocalize when we're engulfed, so we can't actually use any abilities. So draw out power, not an option here. That was my first go-to. I think the armor blink might be the way to go here, because heal wounds potion has a chance of healing us enough, especially if you both decide to just twiddle your thumbs and do absolutely nothing. But then we still need to step away to get rid of the engulf, right? So, I mean, never a doubt in my mind, and we've always been the luckiest son of a gun on this side of the dungeon, right? Never a doubt in my mind. Okay, not a great spot. Arrow does reflect and hit the centaur. Holy crap, we're alive. Okay. We're still not out of it, unfortunately, because this is brutal. Let's not accidentally move. Let's go into this mode so I can scroll around. Teleport? Or blink, rather. We could blink here. Chain blink somewhere down here. Entrance is all the way down there. Oof. Scary stuff. Alternatively, we blink down here. Water elemental is in the way of the Aquamancer. Then we chain blink. We could go for like draw out power. Does heal us a nice chunk, but unfortunately I think a single like water icicle, or I guess primal wave or icicle, distinguishing features there, it's not great to say the least. So I think I am gonna blink down here. Please don't be dead yet. Aquamancer blinked. They definitely could have wound up next to us. Jeez Louise. Then what? Chain blink is the safest route. I'm tempted to try not to do it, because I'm stupid and I like to hold all my consumables until the last possible minute when it's already too late. Probably should play it safe, as much as it hurts me in some regards. What actually would hurt more is if I blink here and like a javelineer has wandered into this area. Because then we're just gonna die. Okay, would Apoc have just won by inflicting status condition dead? So after our revocable blink, because we need to get out of engulf, I was thinking about it too. I am worried about just draining ourselves into oblivion. So there's that to maybe keep in mind. Gosh darn it, it's not a Javelineer, but I'll be darned if that's not a sightline affecting ability. Oh, ain't no rest for the wicked. Well, in that case, what do we want to do? Could blink to the stairs, head down, and hope that it's our saving light. That's something. At this point, I think we have a second lose condition, that if we ever have our actual max HP again, we have failed Rue. Just try. We're not using our abilities often enough. I've probably forgotten Apocalypse again if that ends up being the case. Well, one more blink might do it. We could Fear Scroll. It's not super likely to work, but if it does save us here. Oh, I hate being at the cusp of life and death. So stressful, you know? It's a weird mix that's running through my head right now, because it always sucks to die with a Blink Scroll in your inventory. But at the same time, I feel like the Blink Scroll might not even save us. Stressful but exciting for us. Well, I love to hear that. That's a fantastic silver lining in my book. Anything I can do for the entertainment of the masses here, I'm very much happy to try our best at the very least. Okie dokie. We'll have no more Blink Scrolls, which will come back to bite us in the butt in the future. But I think I gotta just play it safe here. I'm gonna blink down. Then the question becomes, does the water nymph know I'm here? Probably. They're one step out, I believe. Probably like right up here. So we could draw power, try and get some health back, potentially enough health to survive walking out of here, or at least like reading some Fear Scrolls or something. Let's do it. It's also a nice return to figuring out exactly how much that heals us by. At 38 health, it's now technically possible to survive the water effect. Oh my gosh, Water Nymph did try and hit me. You son of a gun. How dare you. So Water Strike 3d17. That is 51 damage. Too much. It's the better way to phrase that. We could try and heal once before we head up the stairs, but I'm worried about the Aquamancer stepping into range. I guess they'd have to step up and get another turn to sling Primal Wave, so there's that. We're again just in the conundrum of like, I don't want to waste resources, but if I don't drink the heal wounds and I die while traveling up the stairs, oh boy, is that going to be embarrassing. So I'm going to heal wounds, might as well play it safe. Let's not be silly, shall we? Run upstairs, let's heal up. And then take this the old-fashioned way, just bring one of you up. Beautiful. Absolute suckers.